Okay, the next thought-stopping doctrine we're going to talk about is touch not God's anointed. If you've ever been a part of a high-controlled church, there's no doubt you've heard this verse thrown around out of context at people who dare to criticize leadership. Recently, I had this verse thrown at me from someone involved at the church that I'm referring to, and I'm going to read you their post. I have people reaching out to me wanting me to listen to their offense and lies. Notice how offense and lies are put in the same sentence there, equating that if you have some offense, it's obviously a lie. I love my church fearless. If you have church hurt, social media isn't the route to take it and definitely won't bring you healing. I'm going to disagree there. I think it's brought me a lot of healing. Hopefully it's brought you some healing if you've been following my journey. Here's where the threats come in. It's the route to incite judgment on your life. I don't take God's word lightly, and if you call Jesus Lord, you shouldn't either. Here it comes. Touch not my anointed ones, do my prophets no harm. Psalms 105:15. Here's the deal. This verse is often used to silence critics by inciting fear in the critic, and it can be debunked in like 0.5 seconds because it says do not touch God's anointed. Touch. Physical. No one's touching anyone. We're talking about words here. Calling out someone's abuse, telling your story, trying to hold someone accountable is not touching anyone. These high-control churches will love bomb you and tell you that you are special, you are anointed, which means set apart. You're different. But at the same time, they will put the leader on a higher pedestal and say, well, they're even more set apart, so you can't criticize them. The post goes on to say, stop messaging me, you will be blocked. Praying for your healing and that God shows you mercy as you are assaulting His bride. You're speaking out, you're sharing your story, you're calling out abuse is now you assaulting the bride. But let me ask you a question. What is the bride of Christ? The church is the bride of Christ. What is the church? The church is the people. When you call out abuse, you are not assaulting the people of Christ. You are protecting them. Unfortunately, this is the attitude of leaders in high control churches. They don't want to hear your problems. You'll be blocked. They don't want to hear your story. They just want you to obey. All right, thanks guys for listening. I'll see you next time.